My name is Bill Jones, and I'm running for City Council in the November 4th election, and I respectfully ask for your vote. This is the first time I've ever run for public office, and I'm excited about the opportunity to bring new energy and new ideas to our City Council. I believe my many years of service to the community through various organizations makes me the best qualified candidate for the City Council. The City of Murfreesboro is a great place to live, and no place I'd rather live or work. The City of Murfreesboro's ability to attract better job opportunities is largely tied to keeping taxes low, improving an already good educational system, and having a high quality of life. These are my top 3 priorities, the same priorities I've worked on for the last 30 years as a businessman, volunteer, husband, and father. My family moved to Murfreesboro when I was 2 years old, when my parents, Jimmy and Joe Jones, moved here to open his orthodontist office. I've been married for 29 years to Kathy Jones, who is the daughter of Dr. Olin Williams and Vera Ruth Williams. And we have 2 grown children, Allison and Sutton. My education has all been here in Murfreesboro, beginning with Mrs. Foss's kindergarten in the house over on Kingwood Drive. I attended Mitchell Nilsson Primary School, Mitchell Nilsson Elementary School, was in the first middle school classes at Central Middle School at that time. From there I went on to Riverdale High School, where I was a member of the football team. After high school, I attended and earned my degree at MTSU, studying political science, history, and English. After that, I've spent my entire working career here in Murfreesboro in the banking and financial services business. I believe in small government that provides for the basic necessities of a good, safe, livable city, demands high-quality schools from its education system, and also a business climate that allows existing business to grow and allows us to attract new industry and businesses to our city. Finally, a high quality of life should be a requirement of government as well. Government must do these things while having the lowest level of taxes possible. Government must always remember that the money it has comes from its citizens, and that we must take as little money as possible from them. We must be smart with the taxpayers' money and may always look toward ways to be innovative and do things as well as possible. I believe the best government is a small one and one that keeps taxes low, and I will fight for those priorities. I've worked for many years to bring high quality, higher paying jobs to the city. I've done so through several organizations. I served as the president of the Chamber of Commerce in 2005 and also have worked with Destination Rutherford since its inception 13 years ago. For the last 8 years, I have served as chairman of Destination Rutherford and helped recruit new businesses to Murfreesboro. I believe that no other candidate has anywhere near the economic development experiences I do, and that will be a needed asset for our city council. I also am currently a member of the Rutherford County Industrial Development Board, which also helps to recruit new businesses to our community. Again, this experience is something no other candidate can match. I've also volunteered my time over the years to a variety of local organizations. I've served the MTSU Foundation as its president. I'm also currently on the board of the St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital and was asked to chair their $20 million capital campaign to help build the new hospital. We successfully raised that $20 million and now have a new state-of-the-art medical facility that will serve our city and our community for the next 100 years or so. My wife Kathy and I also serve as treasurers of our church. I also serve on the board of the Christy Houston Foundation, and Kathy and I have worked as chair of the American Heart Association to chair its Heart Gala. Again, my name is Bill Jones, and I thank you for your time and ask again for your vote for City Council. We must continue to recruit high-quality jobs, high-paying jobs, and we must also do so while increasing our educational excellence. My economic development experience is significantly more than any other candidate, and I believe I'm best suited to bring that skill set to the City Council. We need to continue our high-quality education system and do as necessary to make schools even better. I've worked on these very items as a businessman, volunteer, father, and husband for over 30 years in this community. I'm willing to give of my time and expertise, and I look forward to serving you as your next city councilman. Thank you for your time.
I'm Bill Shacklett, and I'm running to be your next City Councilman. I want to thank City TV for the opportunity to further explain the opportunities that my candidacy provides the citizens of Murfreesboro as I am seeking to be elected and seeking your vote. The issues that I think are substantial for the citizens to consider in this election are particularly the issue of growth and how that impacts our citizens aesthetically and also economically. I thought I might help you understand how that occurs. Basically, I think government's role in that is to encourage existing businesses to expand their expansion, but also to be that final gatekeeper as we invite and encourage additional investments from outside businesses that might be coming to our community. Groups such as Destination Rutherford and our chamber seek businesses to make investments in our community, and the IDB, the Industrial Development Board, provides tax enhancements to those industries. And if that industry is one that we want, we say we want you, and the Industrial Development Board says that this is the situation, the package that we're offering those businesses to come. They want us. They see an economic advancement by coming to our community. Then the final gatekeeper to that deal is the chamber, as the chamber has made the invitation and the Industrial Development Board has made put together the package. The final arbiter of that agreement is the City Council. And I think it's important that we have separate eyes looking at that. These people are all trying to seek what is in the best interest of our citizens, but I think it's important that an objective opinion from the City Council looks at that deal for as I say, the aesthetic impact on our citizens, but also the economic impact on our citizens, that this is truly an economic advantage to our citizens, and goes along with the plan for what we want our community to be. And I think it's important that we have objective eyes look at that situation as that final arbiter of that deal. And you as voters will establish who do you think is going to ask those hard questions and be that independent voice as we look at those that growth opportunities for our community and the impact on our citizens. I also believe that what's important for you as citizens to look at as who is going to present your perspective to the different decisions that are raised at the City Council. Are you going to be represented in that process? So often I thought, as I have served on your City Council before, some of the best ideas that I was able to bring forward, the questions that I would ask would be questions that you would ask, that you brought to me. So I think I would invite you to look at those candidates who would be open to your input, welcome your input to the process, and almost seek your input to the process so that the deliberative process can be enhanced and made better by your input. You know, I want to encourage you also in the course as you make this decision as to who you're going to vote for, not only that you vote, but that you encourage others in your sphere of influence, your friends, your neighbors and your family, to participate in the process, because while many of us might be discouraged by the politics of the present, by how government has not necessarily been the voice of the people, served the voice of the people, that it will only get better if you participate, that perseverance and your participation truly provides an opportunity for the system to get better. So I would ask you to vote for, in every election, vote for those candidates who will do three things. One, I think, listen to the voice of the people. Learn and be conscientious in studying the facts of an issue, and then lead in what is in the best interest of all the citizens of our community. I've served as your City Councilman before, and I trust that I'll have an opportunity to do that again. With your vote, I'll have that opportunity, and I encourage you to vote, because it is not only your right, it is your responsibility. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Juanita Hunn, and I'm running for Murfreesboro City Council. Before I introduce myself, I want to let you know that you can find out more about me on my website, which is www.voteforjuanita.com. That's www.voteforjuanita.com, and the 4 is a digit. I am the wife of Mark Thuen, the mother of Jeremy, Jesse, and Liz, and the grandmother of 10 delightful children who fill my life with chaos and joy. 2 of those grandchildren attend Murfreesboro City Schools, 1 attends Rutherford County Schools, and the others are in Williamson County Schools. I'm a realtor by trade and a former freelance news writer. I've written for the Tennessean, the Rutherford AM, the Rutherford Reader, the Murfreesboro Post, Sidelines, and numerous other publications. That's important because as a news writer, I learned how to listen to both sides of the story, how to check out the facts, and do the research. I'm a graduate of MTSU, a member of the Society of Professional Journalists, the Middle Tennessee Association of Realtors. I attend World Outreach Church, and I'm a former Bible discussion leader for Bible Study Fellowship International. I moved to Murfreesboro in 2002 with my husband, and we plan to one day retire here. During my tenure as a news reporter, I grew to know and love Murfreesboro. It's a thriving community with great core values, lots of shopping, great restaurants, a full-service medical facility, the Greenway, a fabulous Civil War museum, MTSU, and lots of cultural opportunities. All of this with a small town feel. But I am concerned that Murfreesboro is headed in the wrong direction in 2 specific areas. The first is zoning. You may have noticed that traffic in Murfreesboro is getting worse each and every day. I believe the traffic congestion is a result of all the big apartment complexes that have been built in areas where the roads are not designed to handle such growth. For instance, in the Blackman-Cason Lane area where I live, at least 10 of these apartment complexes have been built since I moved in. Sometimes in the mornings when you're trying to make your morning commute between 7 and 8 a.m., it'll take 20 to 30 minutes just to go 1.5 miles to the interstate. You may have also noticed that we recently had to build a new school on the west side of town. What you may not know is that about 3 or 4 weeks after it opened, administrators said it is full. When it comes to zoning, we need to make sure our road and school capacity is in place before we rezone from homes to apartments. My other areas of concern is economic development. This year, every child in Murfreesboro gets free school lunch, no matter how much money their parents make. The reason they get this is because we qualified via our socioeconomic status for money that's being provided by the USDA. When you couple this with the fact that we have payday loan stores on practically every corner in Murfreesboro, this says to me that we're not doing a good job on economic development. We need higher paying jobs in Murfreesboro. I'm a fiscal conservative who believes that smaller government is better government, and the most important job of any government is the safety of its citizens. Therefore, I believe our budget priorities should always put fire, police, and ambulance first. Schools would come second, and everything else comes after that. I believe that government should tread lightly when it comes to eminent domain or forced annexation. Property owners have rights, and we need to take every consideration in these matters. I favor district representation. All of the current city council members live in a little cluster over on the north side of Murfreesboro. They're all wonderful people, but they don't have to live daily with the decisions that are being made for the west side or the south side of Murfreesboro, the fastest growing areas of town. I strongly support government transparency and believe our city should make it easy for residents to follow the agenda and decisions of City Council members, Zoning Board, and our Codes Department. Finally, I believe we should take a look at our current building codes and make them more friendly to locally owned businesses. I appreciate your vote on November the 4th for Murfreesboro City Council. Thank you.